You're lying in bed, barely moving, and at some point during the night, your cat appears. Not loud, not sudden, just there. Close, pressed against you, or curled beside your body. And without thinking, you register it as comfort, warmth, affection. But if that were true, why do they choose that exact moment to come closer? Because here's what most people never question. Sleep is the most vulnerable state a cat can enter. Their senses slow down. Their reaction time drops. Their guard lowers. And yet, instead of hiding somewhere elevated, enclosed, or distant, they choose to lie next to a human who moves unpredictably in the dark. And that creates a tension most owners completely miss. If cats are wired to protect themselves above everything, then choosing to sleep beside you is not a casual behavior. So the real question isn't, why do they want comfort? It's, what are they risking by being there? Most people assume your cat sleeps next to you because it feels good. Your body is warm, your bed is soft, and it looks like the perfect place to rest. But if you pay attention during the day, that explanation starts to fall apart. Your cat has already found 10 other places in the house that are warmer than you. Sunny windows, electronics that give off heat, blankets that trap warmth. Cats are experts at locating thermal comfort with precision, far better than we are. So when night comes, and they walk past all of those options just to reach you, it stops being about temperature, and starts becoming something else entirely. Because in the wild, a sleeping cat is a target. Their survival depends on choosing locations that minimize exposure. Hidden angles, elevated spots, controlled access points. And yet, your bed is unpredictable. You move. You shift. You breathe loudly. From a cat's perspective, it's one of the least stable sleeping environments available. So when your cat chooses that unstable space anyway, it's not comfort they're prioritizing. It's proximity under risk. And that changes the meaning completely, because now the behavior isn't passive anymore. It's a decision, and one that says more about how they perceive you than how they feel about the bed. Now think about when your cat actually settles next to you. It's usually not when you're active, talking, or moving around the house. It happens when everything slows down. When your breathing evens out, your body becomes still. Almost like they were waiting for something to change before getting closer. Because to your cat, you are not a fixed object. You're a moving, unpredictable presence that shifts in ways they can't fully control. And cats don't rely on vision alone. They read vibration, pressure, micro movements through the surface you're both lying on. So when your body finally stabilizes, you become readable. That's when the decision happens. Not, I want to cuddle, but, this is a safe window. Your slowed breathing, your reduced movement, even the rhythm of your heartbeat through the mattress, all signal that you are no longer a potential disturbance. And here's the part most people never realize. Your cat isn't just reacting to you. They're studying you over time. Night after night, they learn your patterns, your stillness, your restlessness. So when they lie next to you, it's not random. It's based on everything they've already mapped about you. Now look at where your cat chooses to sleep. Not just next to you, but specific positions around your body. Near your head, against your back, by your feet. And it feels random, until you realize it almost never changes. Because those positions are not about comfort, they're about control and awareness. If your cat sleeps near your head, they're close to your breath, your subtle movements, your facial shifts. If they choose your back, they're anchoring against a stable surface while keeping one side protected. And if they stay near your feet, they gain distance while still tracking your full body motion. This comes from something deeply wired into them. Cats are both predator and prey, which means even at rest, part of their system stays alert. They don't fully switch off the way humans do. Instead, they position themselves where they can monitor without being exposed. So when your cat settles beside you, they're not just relaxing, they're calibrating, balancing closeness with awareness, trust with positioning, and without realizing it, you've become part of their environmental map. Not just someone they love, but something they've learned how to navigate safely. Now shift the focus for a second, not to your cat, but to you. Because every night, without noticing, you repeat the same pattern. You lie down, scroll a little, adjust your position, and eventually, you disappear into stillness. And to your cat, that transformation is not neutral. It's a signal. During the day, you're unpredictable. You stand, walk, change direction, make sudden movements, create noise. But at night, something about you becomes different. Slower, quieter, more consistent. Almost like you've entered a state they can finally understand. And here's where the meaning starts to shift. Your cat isn't just choosing to be near you, they're choosing this version of you. The one that doesn't interrupt. The one that doesn't overwhelm their senses. The one that fits into their world without creating friction. Which leads to a realization that's slightly uncomfortable. Maybe your cat isn't drawn to you at your most expressive, but at your most regulated, predictable, and still. And when they lie beside you, it's not just closeness. It's alignment with the only version of you that feels completely safe. And once you see that, something clicks that's hard to ignore. Because all day, you try to connect with your cat on your terms. Touching, calling, picking them up, bringing them closer. But most of those moments are full of movement, intention, and noise from your side. And to them, that version of you is harder to fully trust. But at night, you don't try. You don't reach. You don't impose. You simply exist, steady, quiet, predictable. And that's when they come to you. Not because they need comfort, but because for a brief window, you finally feel safe in their language. So maybe it was never about them choosing closeness, but about them choosing the only version of you that doesn't overwhelm them. So when your cat sleeps next to you, it's not just a sweet habit. It's not just warmth, or routine, or affection in the way we usually understand it. It's a precise moment where everything about you becomes readable, predictable, and safe in their world. And instead of avoiding that vulnerability, they move toward it. Which means the real shift isn't in what your cat is doing. It's in how you've been seeing it. Because they were never just looking for comfort. They were responding to the only version of you that feels completely safe to exist beside. And maybe that's why it feels so different at night. Because for once, you're not asking them to understand you. You're finally easy for them to understand.